Today's video, I'm going to show you the exact DM setting process that is behind my 80% close rate, a majority of my clients piffing, and my entire multiple six-figure coaching business. I'm going to walk you through an actual call I had with my clients where we walk through the whole process, breaking it down for them so that they can apply. Take notes because you can apply too, and I guarantee you that this will be a better setting process than you have ever seen before.
All right, what I'll have you do, I'll have you guys just like mute up, and then whenever you have any questions, just unmute, ask away, literally anything. We're going to be walking through my DM process that I'm using currently to have an 80% closing rate to sign clients, and basically all of them are either piffing or wanting to piff or basically piffing. Um, and I'm going to just walk you through it. What changes I've made, the highest leverage levers I've pulled. So let's get right into it. This is gonna be some good stuff. So first, we're gonna go through like what DMs actually do. Okay, the whole purpose of them because I feel like there's some misconceptions, especially with coaches who are early on, like under 10K. It's a lot of the time they make the same mistakes over and over and over with their DMs, like repetitively. So the entire purpose with DMs and what I've been doing with DMs recently is the whole point is to take attention and turn it into nurtured book calls. That's it, okay? Taking the attention from the content you're posting, the short form, and just turning that attention into booked calls, okay? Another high lever that I was pulling is using long form. Long form content is doing 90% of the selling for me. It's qualifying people before they get on, it's providing them free value so they're getting results before they join, it's showing me as an expert, showing them what the actual coaching looks like, everything. Long form content is literally 90% of the selling. Third, building relationships with zero selling intent. There should not be selling intent. They should not feel like you're trying to sell them when you're in DMs until it gets to the point where like you basically know they're already going to become a client. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure both of you got to the point where you knew like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to become a client eventually. Then there's a little more selling intent, right? Because then it's more of so of just like getting you to actually hop on a call, right? And then the fourth lever that I kind of pulled was putting people into value debt before the call. So providing so much value that they feel like they like almost owe you to get on a call with you, right? Because you're providing so much value beforehand that they're able to get results. They're able to like actually see changes. They're able to see you as an expert. But those are the four big things that we're going to be going over, okay? Simply just taking attention, turn it into nurtured book calls. Long form content doing 90% of the selling, having zero selling intent, and putting people in value debt. So, if you take away one thing from this entire training or this entire like call, it'd be this. Removing all selling intent from my DMs and giving more than I take is the biggest leverage lever I pulled that absolutely changed my business. Absolutely changed it, bro. Absolutely changed it. This is what filled my calendar with people ready to piff. This is how I'm like I literally posting, I'm not taking clients on right now, and I have people asking to join. You know what I mean? Like, this is how you do it. You provide so much value, you have no selling intent, and that is how you're going to build all that trust. So, what is my actual DM framework? I'm going to show you the exact framework I follow in every single DM's conversation I've ever had, okay? First, appreciate slash rapport. As you can see here on both of these, I appreciated them for the follow and then automatically asked where you're from, right? Both conversations, I did the exact same thing. Appreciate the follow, man. Where are you from? Down in Texas. Fire never been. It's hot. Blah, 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 blah. And then the other one, hey, bro, just saw you follow one of my content. Where are you from? Oh, I think that was actually, I'm not going to say names, but both these people joined the program. I'm not going to say names. They're both them joined. Um, Same thing. And then immediately after both of that, building normal rapport. Once you know that they're like qualified as a person, then you move on, right? But the whole thing is first stage is appreciating building rapport. You're not figuring out if they're ready to invest. Your goal is to make them feel seen as a person, lower their guard, and get context on who they are. That's it, okay? You do this by asking non-business related questions first. Where are you from? How old are you? What do you do for work? All that, okay? Then you slowly trail the conversation into business, like or into fitness, whatever it is, right? But that's business. Once there is a connection, it can be just a small connection. You relate on something, but that is when you change. You never start a conversation asking like what are your fitness goals, right? Like, what do you do for the gym? You never start a conversation like that. You start a conversation outside of business and you trail into it because that's how you show no selling intent. Because your goal should be to first get to know someone and qualify, okay? So here you are ultimately just qualifying, is this person or is this someone you could actually work with and do they make sense for your offer? Okay, that's it. Once you build a rapport, you go on to step two, which is desires and pain points. So this, as you can see here, I asked, what's your goal, man? To be honest, I want to make my first 10K month so I can quit my 9 to 5 and really do this full time. And then I'm relating to them, okay? So I said, yeah, man, that's amazing. A lot of people who joined it last month are on track for 10K. All it takes is the right info. And then I say, this is the key, bro. This is the key. What's the biggest thing you're having issues with right now? I'll send you over some free sauce. Same thing with this one. What's the biggest thing holding you back from being full time? And then I send them free sauce. This guy in it above this, I said I would send him some free sauce. But always, 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 you want to position it as what is holding you back? I'm going to give you value. You're not selling, okay? Once you build rapport, as you said, you shift into understanding what they want, what's stopping them. Your goal is to get their desired outcome, identify the real bottleneck, and position you as the person to solve it. Okay? You do this by simply like asking what their goal is. Okay? In fitness, let's say they followed you. Hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from this place. Sick. Yeah. What had you drop the follow? Oh, I just love that you do fitness advice. Oh, like sick. Like, what's your goal of fitness right now? My goal is to lose 50 pounds. Then shift into solving it, right? Well, what's been kind of holding you back? Or obviously, you need a little more context if their goal is losing 50 pounds, but get that context, for example, how long they've been doing it. And then, well, honestly, man, like, I have the value. Like, what's holding you back? I'll send you over some free sauce. I'll send you over some free value or some free advice or a free workout program. Because there's no reason they will not tell you exactly what they're struggling with. Then they're going to want to tell you so that they can get the best solution. Okay? Because no matter what, no matter what situation someone is in, like literally they could be a billionaire. They are going to have something that they want like a better of, right? They're going to want a better plan, a better this, a better that. They're not 100% happy with that. If you provide it and you position yourself as I'm the guy with the solutions, so like give me everything you're struggling with and I'll solve it for you for free, they are going to do it. Um, okay. Yeah. You also want to avoid low authority questions like what are you struggling with or any struggles lately. You always want to have it more in depth than that. The reason you want it more in depth is if you simply just said like let's say I was like reaching out to one of you guys, right? Say, "Hey, why'd you drop the follow? I'm trying to get into coaching." "Oh, like that's sick, man. Like what are your goals?" "Oh, I'm trying to hit 10K." "What are you struggling with?" Like you'd be like, "Oh, this guy's just trying to sell me." You know what I mean? Like that would be stupid. That'd be stupid. But if I'm like, but what I do, it like truly is, well, what are you struggling with, man? Like I'll send you over some free value. Because that completely shifts it. Those are two different opposite spectrums. One is someone who they do not even want to answer. The other is someone who they want to give all the context to, right? And the goal is like I have people in my DMs who I've provided free value to, and I won't take them on as clients. But the thing is, you have to provide the free value first so that you even know if you would. You know what I mean? Because you know how they're going to react to it. You're going to know if that's even for them. They're going to know if they're for you. I will only take someone on if they want to work with me. You know what I mean? That's it. I've never pitched someone unless they wanted to work with me. You know what I mean? And that's how it should be. And that's how you build a good reputation. And that's how you're able to get these people who want to pay for your service, who are willing to like join you, even though there's like other people out there. Like that's how you position yourself differently. Okay. Use questions that imply they're capable but missing the right system. So this is huge. Okay, this is huge. So instead of like, what are you struggling with? I'm like implying that they are going to get it once they have the right stuff, right? Like, what are you struggling with right now so that I can solve it for you, right? Because, oh, no, they're capable. I just need to solve it for you. Another thing would be, oh, like, I guess what's lacking in the content right now that's keeping you from, like, hitting those goals? I'll send you over from value. It could be the same thing for the gym, okay? Same thing for the gym. Sorry, oh my lord. Imply that they're capable, but they're missing the right thing. They're trying to lose 50 pounds, okay? I was just talking to someone, I don't remember who it was, but they were DMing someone and in the DMs, this person had lost 60 pounds, but it took them 5 years. Or no, it took 50 pounds. It took them 6 years. 6 years to lose 50 pounds. But what this person did in the DMs, now, I don't remember who it was. Wait, Alex, was that you?
Nah,
Okay.
I got ghost.
Oh, yeah. He just gets ghosted. No, but this is why you gotta do the DMs correctly. So, um, I don't remember who it was, but they DMing this person. It took them 6 years to lose 50 pounds, and guess what they said? They said, "Good job losing 60 pounds, man." Bro, they just reassured the person that they're doing everything right, even though it took them 6 years to lose 50 pounds. And I said, no, bro, what you should have done is like, good job losing 50 pounds, but like, why do you think it took you 5 years? Like, it's that simple. It's positioning it in a different way where now they're going to tell you, or like, like good stuff losing 50 pounds, but honestly, man, like, why did it take 6 years? They're gonna say why. And oh, like I don't know, just taking my time. Be like 100% man, but like you would like I'm sure you'd want it to be faster, wouldn't you? Yeah, you would. Sick. So what's the biggest thing holding you back? I'll send you over some free value, man, because I get how annoying that would be. Like working for 6 years just to lose 60 pounds. Like positioning it where you're always just providing value, providing value, providing value. Okay. So biggest thing is immediately give value, not a call, and put them into value debt by solving all their problems. Okay, all their problems. That's why one of the biggest things you can do is doing free value calls for people. Okay, I think Alex, we did a free value call, bro. We technically did like two, right? We did like two free value calls, I think. Where one time I just randomly like called you and helped you out with content on my whiteboard here. Like providing value, bro. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. But the biggest thing that I want you to kind of think about is like, how are you supposed to do that if you do not have locked in long form content? Okay? You can't. You can't. You need a locked in long form content. You need locked in YouTube. Okay? At the end, I'm going to kind of walk you through what to actually do for that. But after you get what they're struggling with, you put them in value debt, bro. You put them in value debt. This This is the kind of responses that I got after I put them in, after I sent them in. Yeah, man, glad I was able to help out. You honestly have been the biggest help, like the most value and ball knowledge in simplest terms. Thank you. That's the goal, man. The future awaits big stuff. Life-changing stuff, dude. Guess what? That's someone in the program. This one right here. This person, I just sent them two like voice messages. They said, appreciate the game, bro. We'll talk soon. You seem real about it. I'll appreciate it. This person isn't in the program, but bro, they're gonna be. They're gonna be. This one, don't be scared to take it seriously. Check out the YouTube. They checked out the YouTube. They said, bet. Thank you once again. Bro, Wyatt, your YouTube is elite. How many hours do you put into it? Bro, you're not gonna get any of these if you do not have locked in YouTube, okay? Last one. I said, just went over how to choose ICP that has money and attract followers with your content. Like, because they asked, like, what video. They said, best believe I'm watching that. I said, LML, I'll be posting it soon. Then he sent me a picture of him literally studying one of my videos. He said, we were studying last night, him and his brother. Like, bro, this is what gets people to join. Having value so good that they can go and they can solve all their goals. Obviously, with fitness, there's less value to provide, right? You can't sit there and make 5, 6 hour videos, but you can 100% have like an hour long video for them to kind of go over. You can have a 45-minute for them to go over on diets. You can have this where you're giving them all the information. The only thing that they're needing now is the accountability behind it, right? That's it. The app that you're going to be providing them. Like those little things is what's ultimately like that's what they need. They could have all the information in the world, but most people will not be able to provide it. And the biggest thing is like most people won't be able to provide it because they don't know how to apply the information. You know what I mean? That's why coaches exist. That's why fitness coaches exist. Like it's not because like you were gifted with some magical knowledge, bro. It's just like you're able to actually help them apply the knowledge and do it faster than they would be able to do on their own. Okay? So after you learn their goal, do not pitch a call. You immediately send them YouTube that solves the exact problem they shared. Okay. The reason you want to truly solve their problem is a lot of people be like, oh, if I solve their problem, why would they join me? Bro, it's because you're able to solve a problem that no one else has for them. So I guarantee you, if you're able to solve that problem for them, they're going to come back to you when they want a bigger problem solved. Okay. That's why people will scale to 3K a month for my content. Oh, now I want to work together, right? And then I'll help them scale it from there. So this becomes your middle of funnel. Your middle of funnel is ultimately When you get people in with your top funnel, your middle funnel is what starts nurturing them, what starts converting them over, right? Your YouTube should be your middle funnel. They're going to spend more time with you because they're hearing your voice, they begin to trust you, which puts them in value debt. They feel like they owe you something, right? Whether they do or not, right? They feel like they do. And the whole premise is zero selling intent through the whole thing. Not once in these did I ever say, like, did I ever pitch? Okay? The only way that we hop on a sales call is if we hop on a call to kind of point them in the right direction and they want to hop on a sales call, right? Like do the setting call, and if they are truly a good fit, then we hop on a setting or a sales call, right? Obviously, you need to pitch people, okay? They're not all just gonna fall on you, but at the beginning, you shouldn't, okay? Not until they've actually gotten value from you. They want to feel like you've given them more than they've given you. And giving you, like hopping in a call with you, is giving you something. You know what I mean? So they should feel like you're helping them, not needing them. Okay. You want them to rely on you for information and see your free value um, move them forward, but not all the way, right? Because it can't, bro. Free value can't give someone all of the information because it's not possible. You still do need some of it to be personalized. You still do need the clarity. Even if you guys had all of the information in my entire like program, it's the other stuff as well, right? The scripts handed to you, all of the done for you stuff, building the offers together, the group calls, the community. Like it's way more than just information, okay? But you need to provide the information first so you put them in value debt. Once you've gotten them results or clarity from the video, then offer a strategy call to point them in the right direction, okay? So this is where you actually pitch the call. So let's say they watch a video, right? Let's say they came to you, they want to lose 50 pounds, same guy, took him 6 years. You send him a video on losing fat, which basically shows him how to lose 50 pounds in 1 year, right? You're cutting the time in six. He watches that, right? The video is how to lose 50 to 100 pounds. He's going to watch that video. As soon as he watches that video, you're going to ask him what he liked about it and what's he going to implement, okay? When they tell you what to implement, this is the lever I've been pulling that is huge, okay? When you figure out or when you send them the value, you're going to then pick apart what they got from the video, okay? So let's say, what are you going to implement from that? Oh, I'm going to implement like the meal plans and this and this and this. You'd be like, oh, but pull out a flaw because there are going to be flaws, right? Pull out a flaw and give them insight, but not the solution. Oh, yeah, man, that's amazing. But like, what are you going to do for like this? Because you know you need something for that. Then you'd be like, oh, what do you mean? Let's hop on a call and I'll point you in the right direction on it. Okay? Now they feel like they owe you something because you've already provided information with no selling intent. Now they're going to hop on a call with you because they're assuming that there's no selling intent again. Okay? So that is the best way to do it. And this makes them want more and puts them in even deeper value debt because now they're like, oh, this guy's providing me even more value. That is the best thing you can do. Okay? So you offer a call at this point, and the frame is to get clarity and help, not to pitch. Okay. If given correctly, they show up wanting your guidance. They're going to open up about their pains, and they already trust you. The entire premise is give, give, give with zero in selling intent until you've given so much that they like get over the edge and they buy. Okay. Only sell when it's absolutely obvious they need your help. Sometimes I'll even joke. I don't know if I did this to you, but sometimes I'll even joke and say like, "Bro, when are you gonna let me finally help you run this business?" Right? And people join because the value is undeniable because they've already got so much value. Now it's the point where it's like, "Yeah, you're right. Like, let's just get this started." Okay? Same thing, bro. Let's say you help someone out with the like diet plan. You help them out with the workout plan, and they're like, "Oh, like it's just not going as well as I'm wanting to be providing so much value." You'd be like, man, like when are you gonna help me? When are you gonna let me help you lose these last 20 pounds before I lose sleep over it? Or I'm gonna lose sleep over this if you don't let me help you. Like then you play a little joke because you've given them so much value. Like you're it's already assumed that at some point they're gonna join if you talk about it, right? Another thing is I want you to really think about this. Broke leads do not exist. Okay? If people cannot afford you, it's either because your content is attracting the wrong people or they do not see your offer as a priority. If people do truly believe in it, they will make something work, right? They'll go on a payment plan. They will find the money. They'll put in the work and work double to do it over, right? It's that it's not a priority for them. Okay, it's not a priority. I've had people join the program where they're like, I'm not gonna say names, but I had a guy who joined the program who he joined. He had literally $0. He reached out to his friends, and they paid for it, and he's paying them back. Like people will go above and beyond, right? Even if they don't piff, even if they don't pay in full, like they will find enough to start. You know what I mean? Pitch the strategy call to help them move forward, and the sales will happen if they're a natural fit. Okay, once you actually book the sales call, this is extremely important. The post booking, the time between someone booking a call and them showing up on a sales call is the most important time in the whole sales process. Okay? The most important time. This is because that is the biggest commitment they've ever made. Like booking a call with you is the biggest commitment. It's the scariest thing. It's the most like convincing their stuff. They finally admitted to myself like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So you need to make it work. So there's four things that you need to do, or there's three things that you need to do, which does a fourth. You need to send them a post booking video explaining the call and reframe or the frame and the expectations. This is going to be providing again as free value. Hey man, I know you just booked that call. Super excited to talk to you. I'm going to send you over a video real quick that'll literally just go over the exact process I take people through so that you can show up to the call expecting or show up to the call knowing what to do and getting some like free value. You're going to get game on exactly how I help people before you even go on the call. So make sure you watch that and let me know when you do. They're going to be like, "Oh, this guy's giving me the sauce." Right? You're going to walk through your offer and you're going to basically frame exactly what you want them to do before the call. Just show up to the call in a quiet place with money on hand and all that, right? Second, you want to give more value. You want to figure out, again, what they're dealing with and send them more value on it. Solve a problem for them so they can get results, get info before the call. So now they're like, yeah, I made the right choice. And third, talk to them on the day leading up to the call about normal life stuff. Okay, normal life stuff to build connection. For example, the client who joined today, right? While we booked the call, I sent him over the pre-booking video, sent him some free value, and we literally just talked about random stuff he was doing in the gym just to build more connection. Okay, this is going to reinforce certainty. Now they're certain they made the right choice. It's going to build a relationship, build trust. These small touches are going to drastically increase your show up rate, your close rate, your piff amounts, and your overall buyer readiness. This is another reason that my closing rate is at 80% right now. Okay, 80%, and I'm constantly raising the price, and it's constantly saying the same. Okay, it's because the DM process, taking them from attention, sending them to the YouTube to nurture, and having a really good call booking, showing zero intent, like that is it. Okay, something that you should practice because a lot of people struggle with this is holding the frame. Okay, let me even highlight this. Something that you need to practice is holding the frame. So in every conversation, the person who asks the questions holds the frame. They control the conversation. Your job is to lead, to guide, and to never hand over the conversation. If you're having a conversation with people, and for example, I work with fitness coaches. So obviously their goal is to help people with fitness. Sometimes I'll be in DMs with them. They'll start asking me fitness questions. Oh, what are your goals in the what are your goals in the gym? They'll ask me them, right? But I am better at DMs, so I don't let that happen. I take back control of the conversation and that's why they end up buying for me and I don't end up buying for them. You know what I mean? Because I'm able to control the conversation. That's what you need to do. So things to keep in mind, because you guys all do this a lot. Do not ask dead end or do not ask dead questions. Only ask questions that are going to lead you into the next question. Okay? Which is literally the next thing. Ask questions that naturally lead to another question of the call. For example, don't ask, how's the progress been? Bro, that is the worst question you can ask. They're always going to say yes. They're always going to say yes. Instead, ask, hey, what have you implemented since the last time we talked? They're going to say that, then boom, you can play into that. Oh, what has that done for you so far? Right? You're just continually to the next thing, to the next thing. Keep them talking about their goals and their problems the entire time. Okay? This is going to make them want to hit their goals more, and it's going to make them more aware of their problems. Because most people will cope to the point where they think they don't even have problems, right? And until you actually talk to them, like that is when they're going to like realize, right? And then always know what your next question is before you send the current one. I always know exactly what I'm going to say next. And a lot of time you guys will screw yourself because um Alex, do you care if I give an example of what you're DM conversation looked like?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Okay. So I told him to reach out to any past leads that he had, and book him on a call. So he reached out to all of them and he said, "Hey, how's the progress been since last time we talked?" And he got one response. All the rest left him unread. And the person who did respond, they said something like, "Oh, good, just doing my own thing right now, my own workout." And he's like, he said something along the lines of like, I don't. He just let them do it. He's like, "Oh, sick man," like that's it. So you set yourself up for it, right? What you should be doing is always starting conversations off, like I said, with non-business related stuff, and then shift into it, figuring out their goal, what's keeping them from it right now. Okay, so the better way to do that would be reach out to them, be like, "Hey man, like, how you been?" Like something random. Okay, they talk, have a normal conversation, then be like, "Hey, by the way, like, we haven't talked in a while about the gym. Um, like, you ever reach whatever goal they were trying to hit, right?" They're gonna be like, "Oh, like no, oh, like why, man? Like, you just let me know why, bro. Like, I'll send you some free value on how to do it. You know what I mean?" Now they're going to tell you exactly why. You just send them free value, and that's totally different conversations. The first one was them being like, "Oh, this guy just came to me straight trying to close me." And then I told them that I'm doing it my own, and now I'm done with the conversation. I don't have to do it anymore, right? They're trying to get away because you're showing selling intent. The other one is, "Oh, this guy is just talking to me. Now he's asking me about my goals, and yeah, I didn't reach it, and he's offering to help me. Now I want to talk to him." Two opposite spectrums based on little changes. It's not that the person doesn't want to talk to you, it's that you're putting them in a position they don't want to. You need to constantly put people in a position where they want to talk to you. This is why I have people who are being like constantly nurtured in the DMs. They literally come to me and ask questions. Like that is the best thing you can possibly have. That is the biggest sign that someone's going to become a client. Okay. Good frames looks like they talk more than you, but everything they say inside the conversation, you are steering. Bad is that you ask open, vague questions, they answer with one word, and then the chat dies and you panic. That happens so often, bro. That happens so often. "Oh, how's the progress been?" "Good." "Well, now I'm screwed." Like, you know what I mean, bro? That's happens so much. So here's how to restart a conversation if that happens to you, okay? Easiest way to restart conversation is with story replies about something that's not business related, okay? If people do not post on a story, we'll get into that. But the best way is story replies. Swipe up on their story and just ask them a question about whatever they're posting. If they are in a location, training at a gym, or like eating food, "Hey man, this looks amazing. Like, where is this?" Some not like an open-ended, like, "Is it good?" They're just gonna like the message, bro. But like ask them an open-ended question so they have to answer. Start a normal conversation, go right back into it, okay? Another thing, let's say they never responded to you. Like an old message. Go into the chat, like a message. It's going to bump it right up to the top, okay? Ask something specific you talked about before. "How is X going since last time we talked?" Okay? Not the gym. How is implementing that new workout like been going? Like how have you been feeling? Right? Something like that where they're going to go a little bit more into it. You're not setting yourself into a trap where they can say, "Oh, it's going good. Yeah, I'm just doing my own thing." And then you say, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? You want to naturally rebuild the human connection and then slide back into their goals and struggles when the timing feels right. Big thing, bro. Use voice messages. Voice messages are huge. Once you have the first couple like messages done, bro, start ripping the voice messages. If you can get them to send voice messages back to you, that's huge because that shows that like they actually trust you, right? They're actually wanting to have the conversation, not just answering. No one is going to send full voice message if they just want to not have the conversation. You know what I mean? So that's huge. That's huge. Okay, big thing. Why your YouTube and middle funnel content does the work or makes the DMs work. If you want your DMs to print cash, you must have great middle of funnel content. Okay, your middle of funnel content is what qualifies people. It's what makes them know about your program. It's what makes them want to work with you, shows them about like everything, right? Your middle funnel content is huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Your short form content only will waste leads. Okay, you will waste so many leads if you only have short form. With top of funnel, you will get seen. It will pull people into your world, and or sorry, what am I saying? Your top of funnel gets seen, pulls people into your world, and opens the DMs. But the short form rarely convinces someone or like shifts someone into buying, especially for high ticket. Rarely short form is enough. Okay, YouTube is where you build the real trust. They see your face and hear your voice for 15 to 60 minutes, and they are going to establish you and connect you with solving their problems, right? Biggest thing, you become their go-to for solutions. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. There's a statistic. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's like people are, it's like a pretty broad one, but they're like anywhere from like 5 to 20 times more likely to buy if they watch a YouTube video. 5 to 20 times. So like even if it's just 5, right? That'd be like, let's say there's a 10% chance of buying, you just bumped it up to 50. Let's say there's a 20%, bro, you just basically bumped it up to like they're gonna buy. You know what I mean? Like your short form is so extremely important. Um, I'd say 70% of the money I make in DMs comes strictly from my ability to send people to YouTube and send people to the right YouTube. Your job is to give more than you take, okay? Send free value that instantly or that genuinely solves problems and become the person they think of when they're this says business or fitness, but it's like in general, when their fitness breaks, right? If they feel like they are giving you something by being in your DMs, you already lost, okay? They should feel like you are giving them the solution every single time they talk to you. They should want to talk to you. And like you guys, like you have so much information, people should be wanting to talk to you. It's simply just that like either your top of funnel isn't bringing in enough leads for you, or you just don't even have YouTube in middle of funnel to send them to them, right? Obviously, Alex, you just started, so it makes sense why you don't have any. I'd say like, bro, if you've been coaching for anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks and you do not have YouTube, then you're behind. Gotta get on the YouTube game, okay? And then we'll walk into how IG stories actually support it. So your IG stories, think about these as your bottom of funnel. Okay, your DMs and your IG stories are like your bottom of funnel. Your IG stories and DMs are going to make people feel deeply connected. Okay, they can't truly feel deeply connected from your like short form alone. Long form, yes. IG stories, bro, nothing makes them feel more connected than IG stories and DMs. They should feel like I already know this guy. They should feel like this guy is legit and actually gets results. Like I'm not gonna speak for you guys, but I would assume that you guys feel like you already knew me, like you like already knew me before you joined. A lot of the time, you're talking to people in your DMs, and they genuinely feel like they're talking to a random stranger. Okay, that is bad. That is bad. That is bad. When they watch your stories, they're gonna warm up before you even message them, right? Which is huge. They're more likely to reply, and they're closer to actually booking a call. Okay. Most people who end up on a call will have seen your stories, talk to you in DMs, and watch at least 1 or 2 long form videos. This is what you want. Okay. That is what you want. So here are some action items for you guys. I want you to audit your current DMs. Truly, like, look at them and read through them. Like, seriously, after this, go through 5 DMs and say, are you leading with selling intent or connection? It should be connection. Are you asking dead end questions or are you continually asking questions that set you up for the next one? And are you actually getting to goals and pains, not just letting the conversation go to random stuff, okay? Large majority of coaches are doing all 3 of these wrong, okay? We're trying to get you to be doing none of them wrong. Second, map out your flow. You can use mine. I would recommend using mine, but you can write out your own, okay? This is kind of the path. Build rapport, get their goals and desires, okay? Pain and gaps. So this is kind of like sending them the nurture, invite them to a call, and then if the call doesn't go, then you do YouTube and follow up and you nurture them after that, right? Third, huge, build your assets. You want to have at least these 3 YouTube videos, okay? A YouTube video going over common like beginner belief shifts. So these are going to be any shifts that they think like they don't have time. Bro, make a video explaining why they do. Make a video showing them how they do. Scaling problems, that's more so for me. But this is going to be like how to, let's say they've lost, this is what I'm talking about, like 60 pounds in a year, how to do it, or 60 pounds in 5 years, something like that. Like how to do it in shorter. Speeding up the process, and then common objections. I can do it by myself. Show them why they can't. Show them your clients and how they did it quick. Another thing, start using voice notes and then use your stories to fuel DMs. So post your life, your clients, your process, use polls, and reach out to people who engage with it. Okay. So this is the whole DM process, what I would like to do is kind of go through some of your guys' DMs, but before we do that, do you have any questions at all? This is your time to unmute and ask questions.
What do you like? Have you ever had DMs where they just reach out and they're just saying like "Hey" or something?
Um, I have.
How do
With
you like handle that? Like, do you just go into like a normal conversation or like,
honestly, bro, like if someone's just randomly reaching out and saying like, "Oh, hey," I
yeah,
normally don't respond.
yeah,
You can tell though, you can tell. You can typically tell if someone is going to potentially be a client, they have questions and stuff. But if they're just like,
Mhm.
"Oh, hey," like,
Yeah? Because I asked like what made them reach out, and she was like, "Oh, I just came across your account, thought it looked cool." I was like,
I mean, yeah. That you can maybe push into it a little bit more. But like if they're just like, "Hey, oh no," like just making friends, like bro, I've had that before. That is
"Yeah,
so
yeah,
annoying. That is
yeah,
so annoying. But
yeah,
yeah, conversations like that, you might as well spend a little bit of time on it because you never know. Okay.
yeah."
Okay, sick. Any other question or anything that you want me to run through a little bit more?
No, it's pretty solid.
Yes,
I got
sir.
like 2 pages of notes down. It was fine.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you go through the YouTube again?
Yes, sir. Which part? Which part? The put them in
With
value.
the
Which
yeah,
videos? Oh, this part. Okay,
yeah.
so
Which videos
okay.
put on YouTube?
I'll explain right here. So what you want to do is once you figure out what is holding them back, you want to send them to a video that solves their exact problem. So the best way to actually do this is to have a few videos pre-made that you absolutely need. You should be making videos like at least one video a week, but videos that you should have is beginner belief shifting videos. So this is going to be videos that shift any kind of limiting beliefs holding them back. That they like. It's similar to common objections. Anything that would cause them to not buy. They don't have time. They don't have or they can do it themselves. They like calorie deficits don't work for them, right? Anything like that. Like I'm trying to think of another one. But yeah, those. Anything that would truly like hold them back from becoming a client, do those. The best video that you can have, two best, but the first video you should make is going to be basically like a hidden VSL. But what you want to do is walk through your kind of story, right? Like where you started, what you struggled with, how you fixed it, which is literally just your offer, and now what you have now because of it. Okay. You can send this to every single person. If someone's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get into the gym," oh, perfect. Yeah, man, I have a video that goes over my journey and exactly how I got to the point I am today. Oh, perfect. Send it over. And right there, you're like nurturing them like crazy. Second biggest video you can post is client interviews slash client like value breakdowns where you're literally just going to post a recording of you on the call with one of your clients working with them one on one. This is going to show people what it looks like to work with you. It's going to show your actual ability in solving problems. It's going to show them more about you, all that. So those are the two videos that I'd really focus on. Um, if you want, I can send you over. I have here, let me do this. In group call SOPs, in the content, I have it in one. I think it's right here. I say exactly down at the bottom which videos to make. Yeah, too highest leverage. Hero's journey video and client interview. So this, you have access to this. This is in the group called SOPs. You can come into here. If you want, I can send you like a full video kind of breaking down this and how to do it. Or I can send you like a good example of it. But yeah. And then second thing, how you make videos. Let me go to your thing actually. Um, in your
Yeah,
strategies.
but I was gonna ask you. My fault. I was gonna ask you like, is most of it just gonna be talking head videos?
So that's the thing. There's no like one perfect kind of video, but you should always be testing different formats. So the best thing that you should do is like look for like viral videos and like not copy them, but like copy them, bro. Like whatever the format is, you see the green screen videos, you see videos of people actually like working out in the gym and talking. You see the talking head videos. Like there's so many different kind of formats or styles of videos. You should be trying all of them and should be continuously trying new ones. Like I'd say I try probably like 4 different video formats every week. Okay. I'll stick to a few that I know are going to get views. But if you've noticed, bro, like, well, I'm sharing Notion right now, but my views on Instagram went down crazy last week, and it's because I'm just testing new formats, right? I know my middle funnel is doing the job, so might as well test new formats. And it's going to go in dips and it's going to go up and down, but you should continually like see what a fitness coach is doing, and if it's working, try it yourself, right? Try like 5, 10 videos doing that, because most of the time it's going to take you like at least 5 to 10 to really know if it truly is working, because one might flop. So yeah, talking head videos, green screen videos, videos of you uh, like doing voiceovers. It could be you in the gym and you kind of do like a voiceover of that as well. It could be you kind of like the further away videos. It could be breakdowns where you are actually like in front of a whiteboard. Like there's so many different kinds of videos. You know what I mean? There's so many different. But the best way that you can think of video ideas, one, you have the AI tool. If you guys want to use that, Carter, I'll have to send that to you. But I'll send this to you. Basically, you can go in this and there's a video. There's a video on how to use it. But this you can create. It'll create you like content ideas, hooks, all that. But to do that, you want clarity. So what you want to do, you haven't done this yet, but go into the pain point thing. Like Alex, you haven't done this. Carter, you have. Go into this and list out the actual pain points that all of your clients have. That way, you can write why it happens and the solution. Anytime someone has a big pain point, like when people don't know what to post, I know I have a pain point written in. I know exactly what solution to send them. I know what video to send them to solve that, right? And that is how you really do it. If you have videos going over every single problem people have and giving them the solutions for them, like you're set. Like that's all you need. You know what I mean? So go into this and write out like all the pain points. Like you can literally write out like 10. Any fears that they have, make videos on those too. But the kind of like hero's journey video where you go through your kind of process, talk about your pain points, talk about things that you struggled with, because that's going to solve a lot of them right there. Okay. Hopefully that answered the question.
Was that AI thing the only thing you we have like that's new right now in there?
No. So you have the daily execution dashboard. So this is going to be where I can write you in main objectives, or you can write main objectives, and this is already done, as well as notes. You have a thing where I'll come in and I'll write you like when we're on the call. You know how like when we're on the call, I'll always just make you a new thing and write notes right there. You have daily objectives where all of these, it's the exact metrics that you kind of need to hit your goals. These are already made for everyone. And then trackers, so you can track in like different KPIs for every single day. This is done for you already. We got the group call. So this is going to be in your actual Notion thing now, where every single group call we're going to have, you're going to be able to go in this and check through like these and stuff.
Yeah.
That's in it. The AI thing is in it. SOPs. So in this, I'm going to be, this is blank right now. I haven't put any of them in, but this is going to be links to basically like videos going over everything that you're going to need of like how to use each thing, right? So it's going to go over how to use every single piece in the dashboard, how to do smaller stuff like maybe like editing or whatever you guys have questions on. That's going to be in here. This is basically like how to do's, like to-dos or whatever, tutorials, stuff like that. And then it's going to be a lot more as well, like in the 2.0 of like, I'm going to be sending you a lot more like personalized videos. So rather than doing the one-on-one calls, it's going to be like, obviously we still have the one-on-one calls, but it's going to be a lot more group calls. We're at 4 group calls a week. And then I'm going to be sending you guys personalized calls. So on your content, on your offer, like anytime you have questions, for example, like Gabe wasn't able to come, he's just sent me some questions, record him a video going over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way it just takes less time on both ends and you can get like a lot more information in. But yeah. Okay, sick. Hopefully we went through pretty much everything that you guys wanted to know. Do you guys want to run through your DMs real quick, or you just want to go and apply?
I don't really have that many to go through.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
right now.
Yeah, same.
Okay. So,
But I think that would be fire for like call in the future, because I'm sure the other guys have some.
Yep.
But, like after we end up our like,
you are the 2 newest guys, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. And we already went over DMs. That's probably why they didn't join. But yeah. So we'll go over that in the future. What was I going to say? Oh, you were here, Carter. You were here for the top funnel, middle funnel video call we just did, right? Okay. Lock in on the top of funnel. Truly try testing out. You got to test out more formats, man. It's got to be like you should be posting a lot right now, and like truly kind of hitting like those desires like of what your ideal audience wants to see, not teaching or anything like that, whatever gets their attention, okay? Whatever
Yeah.
gets their attention. So you got to just keep ripping different videos, testing them out. And like I said, like truly go look at fitness coaches videos, fitness coach videos that like do really well. Check the comments to see if like they're getting a lot of engagement from ideal clients, and if they are, copy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With your own
Right.
info, but truly copy it because the
Dude, my
best way.
mic and tripod comes in this week.
Ugh, bro, that'd be
Right.
so good, bro. That'd be
Yeah.
so good. Then you can start recording some tough content. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Bro, have y'all seen that dude from Miami? He's like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yes, bro, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how he got. It's just his personality, bro. Like
Yeah,
I was
bro.
like, how
Wait,
does this
which
guy
guy?
think?
Which guy are we talking about?
Oh,
I don't
this-
know his name.
It's one of Vincent Fisher's
Yeah.
clients.
Okay.
He's just funny. Like
That's
everyone just watches him for like entertainment.
Wait, don't say the
Well,
name because I might be posting this on YouTube. Don't say the name.
Oh,
Gonna
okay,
get hated on.
okay,
Gonna
okay.
get hated on, bro.
Yeah.
But I think I know who you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's funny though. That's funny, bro. All right, bro. You guys go apply this. This call was about an hour long. We went over quite a bit. Yeah, literally 58 minutes. So,
Yeah.
go apply. Like always, if you have any questions, text me. But other than that, bro, like, go get some calls booked.
Sir,
All right.
appreciate it.
Later.
Later.